you're unmuted.
Yep. There we go.
Playing the Weevils tonight.
Playing the Weebles. What university is that?
Arkansas Monticello. University of Arkansas Monticello. UAM Weevils. Google their mascot. It is literally the ugliest mascot I've ever seen.
Nice.
I don't have my phone.
All right. Well, who's kind of monitor? Who's in the chat? A lot of nobody right now, so we can goof her off.
I think I'll get my phone and Google this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
You say UAM?
UAM. Who are playing? UAM, University of Arkansas Monticello. What is that? That's not a mascot. That is a goblin. I don't know what a weevil is, but that is a being of pure silliness and goofiness. That is the ball weevil. Ball weevil. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, but that's such a funny statue.
What is a ball weevil? This is wow. Look at.
I know, it's just the more you find, the weirder it gets.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I've ever like seen something that looks like this before. Well, University of Arkansas Monticello ball weevils.
This is one of their statues they have. See if I can get that on stream. That's one of their mascot statues.
I don't even know what I'm looking at, man. That.
Yeah. That's their school.
What an interesting mascot.
I know. I don't like to. I like to stay a neutral man, you know. But
Right.
sometimes neutrality's hard when you make fun of yourself.
Well, I mean, when your mascot is called the ball weevil and it looks like just a being of pure silliness and goofy antics, like I don't. Hello, Rain Jane Diaz, 1995. How are you today?
Welcome to chat.
Welcome to the stream. We're going to be commentating on some rivals today. East Central Marvel Rivals team. Currently undefeated this season, right?
We had a loss last week.
We've had a loss last week.
Yes,
That's tragic.
It was a close defeat, and it was really sad. But
That's tragic.
But that'll be the only one.
Yeah, here's hoping. Here's hoping. That'll be the only one.
The rest of the season, we're doing good.
I believe. I'm a believer. I love our Tigers, and honestly, I have not watched a bad game from any of our teams in any of our games.
Even if it's a game where it's a tough loss, I mean, it's still like, at least for me, I've not seen one where it's been an easy loss. You know, they're always tough because it always seems like it's such close matches.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to watch some rivals tonight. I really enjoyed commentating on it last time I did. I'm excited to watch some rivals and see what we get up to. We're waiting on the oh, here we go. We're getting started. I think we are in the map banning area, or character ban phase.
See, starting off, we got Rev, Taco, Eco, Mine, Swift, and Kanashi. All of our starters. I said this last time I was here. Some of the best players. Sorry about that. Some of the best players what that noise was.
if you're in chat, if you're on the stream and you couldn't hear that, we heard somebody in the esports lab one wall over hitting the.
It was definitely something. But like I was saying, some of the best players I've played with pretty much ever.
Looks like we are gonna ban
So we got Hella.
and save Loki.
No, that's their thing.
They're gonna ban Hella and save Loki.
Yeah, we're gonna ban Venom and save Penny. I think they have they had someone who's playing. We're also gonna ban Mantis. It seems like we're doing. So Loki and Mantis have a team up, which basically makes Loki have a lot more healing. So it seems like they're probably getting rid of that team up because
Right.
it could be really difficult to deal with sometimes on some of the more close quarters matches.
For sure. Pool's already empty. I'm gonna ban Rocket.
And Rocket. We don't normally see. Like, usually they either ban Penny or Rocket, but usually they'll ban Penny so we get to play Rocket. It seems like this time
Right.
Rocket's out of here first. Oh, because we protected Penny, that's why. It's been a long day. Classes are...
Hey man, I get it. I understand. Trust. You're gonna save Emma, and we are going to save.
Sorry about that. I was informing some people that were live here on the Twitch.
Love viewership. Love to see it. Love to see the viewership. So, did you guys do a little bit of research on this team? Do you know?
Yeah, so
Anything
what
about
it
it?
seems like is they have a really good Magic player and they have a really good Venom player. Seems like they're going to they protected Emma and then
I'm
banned
not judging.
Black Panther. But it seems like we banned Jeff, so I guess they have a really good Jeff player. See, I personally do not do the scoutings for teams. I just try to just jump in when I see them in the voice chat talking and discussing and just
Right.
basically just be there or be square type of thing for me.
Right.
And so I try my best to like be all around for the whole team, help how I can. So from the little bit I heard, they have some pretty neat players. And Swift, or we could either Rev, mine, or Swift.
30 seconds before you attack.
Rev, our local Magneto player. He actually, a quote from Rev today, he said that he's played so much Magneto in Rivals that he's actually starting to like side with the character more in the comics, the movies. I was like,
Really?
you do know he's a villain, right? Rev?
Wait,
He's the bad guy for most comics.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
I mean, it's not the only source of media you see that in, though. I mean, there's lots of like in the anime community, people do that.
That is true.
Video game community. I mean, people's favorite characters are going to be their favorite, and so like just how it is. Like the thing is, my favorite character out of Rivals anything has to be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I've never played Spider-Man in this game though. That's just it. So it could either be they play it because their favorite character, or it's just their favorite character out of the cast, and they just don't play it.
I need to finally actually sit down and play this game.
It's pretty fun. Seems like we're doing a brawl composition. I think that's what it's called. Where we're just all on point, just all fighting.
Right.
Rev doing really good
Wow,
at getting in and putting that pressure on.
Take the quick KO.
He's just following him, not letting him get any breaks. Which you
Man.
like to see.
Really pushing this.
Putting
Wow,
the
gonna get
pressure on
another
their
KO.
supports. That
Wow.
was really nice there.
That was great. Great pressure put on by the Rev.
It seems like we have a Hawkeye. I believe that's his name, Hawkeye. Right? Is that his name? Right next to Swift.
Look out for Moon Knight.
That's Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's Hawkeye.
Okay. Yeah, we got a Hawkeye, and this is one of our. I've honestly the battle between Swift and Kanashi. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I could be wrong. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I am so sorry. But you put them in a battle against each other, and it's going to be a close match. They're both awesome at the game. They're not even amazing. They're better than amazing. They're awesome. They're just like, they're basically what if you play DPS in a game like this, like these are the people you want to talk to. They're so like. It made sense why when the team was being made, why first 5 picks they were like top.
Right.
And so they're some of the best players I've come across. And you have Alex and Eco and Taco in the back line playing support.
Right.
And he's Taco best field support I've met. No matter what you need him on, he'll learn it real quick. Then you have Eco. He's sitting. I think I'm pronouncing everyone's name wrong right now. I'm so sorry. Because I keep doubting myself as I'm talking. But he'll sit here and he'll give tips. He's our team captain. I mean, he's great. I love sitting here and watching him play because it's a type of thing like there is no like should I or shouldn't I. It's I'm gonna do this because I know.
Right.
When it comes to him playing, like he's in the front line right now and he's not even a tank. Like,
man,
the save right there from Rev for the strange all that was awesome. And they got a Punisher ult up, and then Punisher was instantly taken out. First round going to ECU, it seems. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Echo the goat. Echo the goat. Telling you. That was a really quick capture. So, remind me, the Rivals games are best of 5, right?
Yes.
Best of 5. Okay.
So after this first set, if we win the next 2 sets, we're going home.
Right. Well, you know, that's what happened. That's what happened last time. Me Central dominated. We won first 3 games and just got to leave.
Yep.
But don't try.
Banner has always been an interesting character to me. So, does he like switch roles when he switches between like Banner and Hulk?
So, have you ever played Overwatch?
I have played Overwatch a little bit.
It's kind of like a diva situation where you have Hulk is the main aspect of it all. Hulk's the tank, but you can be knocked out of Hulk form and go back to Bruce.
Right.
Bruce has one ability, and his primary weapon isn't the best because
Right.
he's not the center focus of the character. Like right here,
Right.
he has like little health and little kill potential, but you basically try to stay. If you get knocked out of Hulk, you basically try to stay alive to build that ult charge back up to go back to playing as Hulk.
I see.
But when you select the character, you're selecting the tank, Bruce, and then you play as Hulk. It's a 2-in-1 type of situation.
Right.
Which Cloak and Dagger does the same thing. They could have been swapped to their own set of characters, Cloak being a healer or Cloak being a DPS and Dagger being a healer, but they decided to make it one character that you swap.
Right.
And that's the biggest difference between them two is you can swap from Banner to Hulk, but you can't swap back. You have to be knocked out of Hulk form. Cloak and Dagger, you just swap whenever you need.
Right. I like that idea of a character mechanic playing too. I think it's a cool mechanic.
And it really helps with like Cloak and Dagger just being a good all-around character.
Right.
And
If I had to pick a character, not knowing anything about the game, if I had to like pick a character to play, it would probably be Cloak and Dagger or
that's why I was a Moon Knight player when the game like first came out, and then I decided to do what I did in Overwatch, which was basically be a support.
Right.
And I was a low-key player for the first 3 seasons. Only character I played. Then I got really into Jeff. And then Jeff got a big change. And then Loki got a change recently that made it harder to play the character. And so
Right.
I've kind of fallen back into being Phil instead of just support.
Right.
When is... so Derek Carrill says, when is the NECC end of season tournament? I do not know exactly.
You know, let me
That's
see if I
something
can-
we can find out really quick.
Yeah, let me see if I can look.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Seems like they got point back and then they decided to
No worries. I've got your
push up and seems like they're holding really good. See, the strategy that Mind keeps doing, the reason why he keeps throwing down those little balls on the, or not balls, but the little mines on the webs is, I'm pretty sure they can't be broken on the, when they're on the web. So, and they're also invisible to the enemy team, I think. So, you know, what happened, like right there, he pushed up to try to fight him, and he was just blown up because he had all of those mines sitting there, just waiting to get a quick kill for anyone who pushed up too much.
I don't know when the tournament for this for rivals is, but tournaments in general look like they're happening every weekend until like December. Like it says on their website that Teamfight Tactics is October 25th, Clash Royale is November 9th, Rocket League 2v2s are November 22nd and 23rd. Rocket League 1v1s are December 13th and 14th. And then every Wednesday beginning October 15th for Smash singles.
Says, are you talking about the regular season playoffs? The playoffs will start second week of November. Oh.
I didn't know that we had like a playoff season. That's kind of cool. Like a postseason competition.
Oh, that what happened was there was really sad. What happened was he pressed his web ability where he was like grabbing himself and
Right.
jerking around and going through.
ready for another go.
And as he activated it, he got pushed, which broke the line of sight. So it still shot up the web, but it didn't shoot out the attachment web that pulled him to that space.
You'll have to keep fighting.
So he just sat there because it was on cooldown.
Right. That's tragic.
See, now we're in an overtime 99 situation. Swift coming in with a kill on their Namor, or not Namor, sorry, I've been playing Namor a lot. Coming in with a kill on Magneto. Things, oh, Loki got it off. Loki copied Luna to use her ult, because when you copy Luna, you get to use that person you just copied their ult instantly.
Right.
So it looks like he went in, got that off. They also swapped a cap to try to touch to wait for the rest of the team, but ECU does hold it down.
Nice.
So it does seem like for this first set, the
First set
point does
is going to go to East
ECU.
Central. Beautiful gameplay. Beautiful gameplay.
And you love to see it.
Gonna be moving into set number 2 here pretty shortly. Rev gonna get the MVP on that with Magneto.
It's such a cool MVP screen.
It is. This is a really cool Magneto skin too.
I think the lore for that skin is the Hellfire Gala that Frost hosts. Ultron actually came to the planet and was like in the depths of the planet messing around, and he actually was able to like infect the planet with like some of his robots or something.
Right.
And that was Magneto. After it infected Magneto, he was able to take out the Ultron bot that was in like the core of the planet, maybe.
Right.
Not sure. The lore basically Rivals is a giant comic book that we get to play. That's basically how it is, because it's every season you get these pages,
Right.
and if you actually pay attention, you're collecting the pages to put in a giant comic book, and you can read what like the story of the seasons. But I've not actually read it.
Right.
I've just, because I have my console account, which I don't use anymore, back when the game first came out, but now I have a new account that I'm playing for esports. And that
Right.
has all of my old account has all of the lore and everything, but I do not have it on my new one, so I have not been reading it.
Right. That's cool. That's really interesting.
Yeah, when I found that out, it made it because I was a little confused on why we were like basically collecting pages and stuff as the season went on.
Right.
When you look at it, it's basically like a multi-series comic book, and each new map and each new character is basically like for like the edition before this was Blade and like downtown. I think it's New York with Dracula and Squirrel Girl. And, like that's why they were the main focus when all like the cinematics and the maps and everything,
Right.
because it was a comic book about them. And we were basically just playing the maps,
That's
like
cool.
the areas in the comic book.
Right. That's really cool. That's super interesting. I need to get into Rivals. I need to play sometime to try it out. 'Cause that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, because they're using like the Marvel, not even the Marvel Cinematic Universe from like TV and everything,
Right.
but they're using the Cinematic Universe. They're using the comic books. They're
Right.
using, and then they're making their own comics with permission from Rival. Like some of one of the seasons was just all unique, like it was all new, and so they're basically like it's a special way of creating a story for a game. It's
Right.
it's one of the best, like most unique story experiences I've played.
That's really interesting. That's really cool. I don't know much about like more obscure Marvel characters, like things that are kind of more in the comics. Of course, everybody knows about like the Adventures and most.
Yeah,
I'm pretty familiar with the MCU. I think I've watched all the movies at least once, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
less
was-
familiar with like.
I was the type where every time a movie came out before Endgame, I would watch everything, even the
Oh,
individual
really?
movies. Like that was a
Right.
family tradition for me.
That's cool. That's cool.
But
I'm
after
really excited for Doomsday.
Doomsday, yeah, I heard that's coming out soon. I've not watched much movies because I've been so busy with college and haven't been able to go back home. Because like when I'm home for the weekend, I don't want to sit there and watch movies. I want to sleep. I get to get out of the dorm bed and I get to go back to my bed. You know, I spent years making that bed. Like I had like 3 different layers of padding on my bed. Just like I think there was one birthday when I was like 16 where my big like birthday gift, I was like, get me another pad for my bed. I want more padding for my bed.
Hey man, I mean, I get it.
They say
I get it.
like, oh, my bed's like sleeping on a pillow, but it's like pillows sleep on my bed.
Oh, that's funny. That's great. I understand that. I love my bed. That has been one of the weirdest transitions in college that I did not expect. Was, man, I miss my bed.
For the first, the dorm I'm in, the beds are pretty rough, so I actually went and bought me a padding for it.
Yeah.
But now I'm so used to the stiffer bed with a little bit of padding that my first, like after the first month, I went home and I actually couldn't sleep on my own bed because I was like, it's too soft. But now I'm at that point where a bed is a bed. I'm ready to sleep.
I did that sort of in the beginning where I only brought like a quilt with me when I very first moved in. Because you know they're like twin size beds, they're not very big, so I didn't feel like I needed to bring like my whole comfort or anything. But like the first couple of weeks I had so much trouble sleeping because the quilt was so light and my room was so cold that like I was just freezing. It didn't feel like I was like under anything because the quilt was so light, and so I went back and brought my comforter because it's heavier weight.
Like for the bands for this match, our team starts off with Venom, and then they banned Penny. Then we saved Phoenix, and then they saved Mantis. Then we banned Loki, and they banned Hawkeye. Then we saved Magneto. They saved Jeff. And then we banned Storm, and they banned Hela. I do not know why they banned Hela.
Right.
Because Hela's only our backup.
Right. Well, especially if Mantis has already been banned, then the team up can work.
When it comes to Iron Man, I think Swift's backup is when he can't play Phoenix is to play Iron Man. Then if he can't play both, he plays Hela. Pretty sure, or he swaps depending on the map.
Right.
So like no matter what, you like that's when it comes into the whole Swift being such a good player. Like you can ban his top 5 characters, he'll still do amazing on his 6.
Right.
Like he's put the time and the effort to show why he's a top player in games like this.
Mm.
Seems like they're coming out with a Moon Knight, Magneto, Cloak and Dagger, Psylocke, I think that's her name, and then Mantis and Groot, and we have Invisible Woman, Emma Frost, Magneto, Rocket, Black Panther, and Iron Man. So it's a diverse set of characters.
I'm excited to see some. I want to see some Black Panther gameplay.
Like, yeah, his Black Panther gameplay. It's one of the ones like you'll see posted about on TikTok where people complain about the character because he can get in there and he can just start deleting people.
Right. Yeah, that was one of the most interesting things for me to watch last time was the Black Panther gameplay. Ooh, what was that?
That was one of Mantis's skills. She's able to put people to sleep. Seems like he went for a dash and accidentally dashed into the sleep, which
Dang, that's unfortunate.
very unfortunate. But there's always next fight, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Seems like he accidentally swapped spawn, so he's gonna have to run back. But he's going Moon Knight. See, this would have been a good opportunity for us to get one of the other players in and have me play, because Moon Knight's actually one of my characters I play.
Really?
Yeah, but he also is a lot better than me. So I don't doubt that his gameplay probably would. It's gonna be better than mine, but it's the type of thing like you never know with bans and you can't swap out after the game starts. But
Right, for sure.
and see the level of just gameplay, he's able to charge his ultimate so fast because every tick of damage gives Moon Knight a percentage on his ult. And so if he fires into their whole team, that's 6 ticks 3 times. Because he shoots 3, I think they're boomerangs or something.
Right.
Per primary fire. So it'll 3 of them goes 13 6 times, and he has 30 in total he can throw before he needs to take half a second to reload.
Right.
But like he just ulted and he's already back up to 70%. I mean,
Oh my
that
Lord.
just shows like if you know what you're actually doing when you play the character, you can it doesn't matter how effective your ult is, you have it a bunch, so you can accidentally miss their team. By the time they start pushing up with their ult, you could already almost have yours to counter.
Right.
That's a good thing about Moon Knight, and I feel like his character's in a really good place right now. They gave him the buff he needed, which was an extra one of his big boomerangs right there he just threw.
Right.
And so he has 2 of those to do some damage, but if you know how to play against it, you can play against it. If you don't know how to, he basically gets to just farm his ult off of you.
That's something interesting that I'm not used to as a Smash player. I'm not used to the developer of my game listening to what I say.
Yeah, that's something that it's kind of jarring because you have all of these AAA titles recently who their product goal is not consumer, it's cash. And then you have the developers to rivals who, if you look it up, you can find clips of them, like a group of the developers or a group of the, like, basically the dev team, like from any branch, just basically talking to some of the more popular people who play the game. I think one of them, they had a tournament where it was like some of the top players and some of the top streamers versus a good chunk of the dev team, because the streamer said, hey, give us a chance to play against you. We'll show you what we like, how it feels to be a player to play against some of these characters. And it's actually why Black Panther is coming up on the chopping block soon when it comes to Nurse. Because the devs straight up admitted in one of their dev vlogs after this, when they were talking about like post-game interviews and stuff, and they straight up said like, yeah, it was very annoying to play against, I think the streamer's name was Necros. He's one of the top players, and it was just straight up there like, it was annoying playing against that. We understand why the community's complaining about it now.
Right.
And it's something they're looking into fixing. And it's so weird because you have like Activision and Blizzard who the entire community can complain about something, but it's really only going to change if it starts costing them money.
Right.
And then that's coming from a person who's been playing Overwatch for about 6 years now, and have been playing Call of Duty since I was like 6 years old. Like my
Right.
first Call of Duty was Call of Duty World at War. I've been playing it. Like I've been playing Call of Duty since the release date from Black Ops 1 all the way up to I think Cold War. Like I've in Overwatch, the day Overwatch 2 came out, I was playing, and it's like I don't have the seniority as like the Overwatch 1 players, but from what I've seen as an Overwatch 2 player, it was rough. And the Call of Duties recently have been rough.
Right.
And so having a game like Rivals, people can complain about the game or the way it plays, but it's like if you can get past the kind of clunkiness of it, because there are some new devs who worked on this game. If you can get past that, it turns out to be a really fun game because you feel like even as a normal player, your voice is heard.
Right.
And especially when it comes to scenes like esports and stuff like this, you never know if one of these days we're going to be sitting here and someone pops into the chat and we find out, hey, the person we were talking to, the person that was talking to the commentators at the time was a dev for Rivals.
Right.
It's happened before. The devs, it seems like they care about the game and the community, and that's why, even though people said it was just a Overwatch clone, it's actually lasting as long as it is, and why the esports scene is so good, because they care.
Right. Yeah, and that's hugely important. I mean, that is hugely important to a game's success, is its involvement with its dev team and its staff with its player base. I mean, you just can't, your game can't live without it. It really can't.
Seems like, now back to the game now that I'm done talking a lot. Seems like we have, the Moon Knight gameplay did come out here and it was looking good, if for those of you who are watching. Like he got his ult like what 5 times there in that last
Right. Something like
last huge team fight, and it was each one had value even if it didn't get a kill, because if you stand in it you're gonna die, you have to back up.
Right.
It was some really good ults.
Yeah, and that first round is going to go to East Central.
And something I didn't talk about, at one point Mind did a tech, it's called a Wolverine kidnap, and he has a grab, and with Rocket you can get, Rocket throws this thing, and if you grab one of the blue packs that come up from it, it gives you it gives you like a jump. If you can double jump up to the height of the room. So with the room being so huge, you can grab someone as Wolverine and activate that, go up, and you still have the momentum from the dash grab. So you grab them, go up, turn around, and go take them into your team.
Damn, wow.
And so that's what he did at one point. I don't remember which character he did it to, but that's why for a lot of those fights you had it was basically a 5v4.
Right.
Because either Moon Knight would get an early pick or they would do a strat like that to isolate someone. And I mean, what's going to happen when you have a whole team trying to kill, or you have one person trying to protect someone else as their whole team's on them, you know?
Right. Yeah. For sure. That's a mean strat.
And something I do really like about Wolverine's like character design is he builds up a heat meter with his claws. I think it's called a heat meter, which I think it just does more damage. I think like you attack quicker and do more damage, something like that. And as that happens, his claws glow more and more red. Like you see right there, there's the kidnap I was talking about.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Let's see how his claws are glowing like white hot now.
Right.
And so now his attacks are gonna be stronger, I believe. I'm not a Wolverine player.
And just like that, the tank is out of the team fight. That's an insane mechanic. That's really cool.
And see, now he's keeping up that charge. He's using one of his abilities that gives him those fast swipes.
Right.
Ooh, he just
gonna barely escape with his life though. Quickly run back to get healed.
A funny thing to me is one of his abilities actually gives him, in one of the comics, he has some wild, crazy hair, And that's actually, if you notice, like when he pops one of his abilities, his hair actually spikes up. And
Nice.
it's very funny.
Nice. That's cool.
Seems like we have somebody in the chat who knows me. Unknown boy 21. What's up, Landon? How you doing, man? I did just send a message to a few of my folks
Yeah.
and just said, hey, I'm commentating on the ECU Twitch right now. So it's nice to see that we had some people stop by.
Nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. See the support. Chat, how are you guys doing? You guys enjoying the rivals? I know I am. I'm really enjoying this. I never get to watch gameplay like this. This is some high level stuff.
There goes his hair right there.
That's funny. I love that. Wow. I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Like, this is...
It seems like what's happening is they have a rocket ult up, and with the rocket ult, that gives you continuous shields. Like, you keep getting shields like you would healing, but instead of healing, you just get shields.
Right.
Oh, it's Tyler, my uncle. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? And so, he has a team up with Phoenix, which every attack gives him self-healing.
Right.
And so what's happening is they were using that shield to keep his health safe so he could keep swiping with his claws and heal his actual health underneath that.
Right.
And it was a really good strategy, especially since everyone was grouped up. They couldn't hardcore focus the Wolverine and finish him off, which is going to end up giving them I believe that is the second set going to ECU.
Yeah, that is set number 2 for East Central Tigers. That's great. I love to see that. And the way things are going, if we keep this up, one more set. It's in the bag.
One more set, and we get to go home early. And see, if you look at the stats for Wolverine,
These
it
are
only
some
said,
mean stats right here.
it says he only did 8,000 damage, but we watched how many kills he got and how much
Right.
it shows. So it's another one of those situations, like I mentioned last time, where even though the stats don't show it, like there is value in every single team member.
Yeah, well, I mean, and stats the numbers are never going to show. I mean, the kind of mental pressure that your play style can put on people and the tactical advantage that certain plays can give. So even though Wolverine might not have gotten that many kills or final hits or damage or whatever is important, right? Just him pulling off strategies like that and making big plays for the team is just as important. Just as important.
And so that's one thing, is because there's lots of situations where, like a big one with Strange is when Hella ults, Strange's shield can completely counter that. But all that's going to do is show up on the feed as the damage blocked. He would have 1,000 more because his shield only has 1,000 health.
Right.
It doesn't say that he stopped a whole ult from killing his team. And so that's the sad part about stats in games like this, is like you never, like there are some people.
Here. Have they all been pretty easy set, or have they been close? It's been pretty easy set.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. UAM has unfortunately not won a single round thus far. We just finished set number 2, victory for your Tigers as usual. And the way it's looking, we're gonna have a 3-0 here. If things, unless something weird happens and we see something new we haven't seen yet, we're about to have a 3-0. Oh, speaking of which, looks like we're moving into set number 3.
You know what I need to do after this?
What?
For going and buying me an energy drink, I probably need to drink some water.
Nah.
Keeping up these late nights studying and stuff, and then coming in here and playing games, it's got me tired. And I've been keeping up with energy drinks, and I need to drink some water.
I think we could all use a little water. Daily reminders. Drink some water. Oh, that's the wrong camera. Daily reminders. Sorry, guys. Drink some water. Eat some food. If you haven't yet, told your support players you love them because they're important. Always tell your support players you love them. Looks like we're gonna ban Venom, and they're gonna ban Penny. That Penny ban is unfortunate.
I know it's the thing. That's just with how Penny being an all-around character like that. It's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Which it's sad to see because that's mine's favorite character. But
Right. We are gonna save Magneto. So I'm not surprised with the Penny ban. It could appear as they're gonna target ban, and so I'm not surprised that they go for the Magneto save there.
You're welcome.
Feel that I started 2 8-week classes the second half of semester. Oh man, I just got finished with a 8-week math class that put me through the works. I understand. Those 8-week classes, they're nice because they don't last very long, but it's a lot of material crammed into not a lot of time.
yes, that's one thing. Like back in high school that I kind of took for granted was it wasn't like 16-week classes. That was your class for an entire year.
Right.
So you were able to spread out all of, especially like class like world history, which was my favorite. I learned about the entire history of the world from like 8000 BC to 2010 in over a year. But now I'm having to cram that again in
Into half as
16
much
weeks.
time.
Yeah, I have 16 weeks to do that all again, which is like, whew.
Right. For
Like,
sure.
I think in the first week we covered like 1,000 years, and I was dude. That was like a whole month back in high school.
Like we're gonna ban Loki, save Rocket. They're gonna ban Phoenix, and save Emma.
Like for their first save, I think they forgot to lock in. We may do a gentleman's agreement, which we've done with a few other schools, where if they accidentally didn't lock in a ban or a save, then that would be like if we banned that character after they didn't save it, it'd be an apology. But if like they accidentally didn't ban someone,
Make all the difference.
they would agree kind of like once the matches started, like, hey, we were gonna ban this character, but we didn't click it in time as we were discussing as a team, and the gentleman's agreement is nobody plays that character.
Right.
Which we've done it a few times, and as long as both teams are being gentlemanly, I'm a very big let the teams decide type of situation, like
Right.
stuff like that, because at the end of the day, why stop teams? Because if it's funner for a team to have a gentleman's agreement on a rule, why stop that? Because
Sure.
you're gonna get the scores once it's all done.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
You're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
The teams are gonna have fun. You're gonna get the score for your like whatever organization. Like I'm pretty sure this is an NECC match.
Mhm.
Either this is the NECC match or it's tomorrow. Not completely sure. I'll have to get some information on that.
Battle starts in
But
5,
it's that type of thing where it's like
2,
if I was running an esports league, that would be a big advertised thing where it's like, hey, if both teams don't like a rule, then y'all have a gentleman's agreement. As long as both coaches say, hey, like we're fine with this being done,
Right.
and as long as no one complains, y'all go ahead.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, games were made for people to have fun.
Yeah. For sure. I agree with that.
I actually swapped it up here. Swift is on Mag instead of Rev. Rev's actually on 4.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
I've not seen this before. Like I know Swift plays some tanks. Like he plays tank here and there, but I've never seen a swap Rev for. Then again, when I get in there, the Great American Conference match. Okay, that's GAC. This is the GAC match.
Right.
So yeah, usually when I get in playing, I kind of just I listen to what our team captain says, and I kind of do my job. I don't really pay attention to what our team is fully focused on.
Right.
Or like who's playing who. As long as I know what the characters that are being played are, I could care less who plays what.
Right.
Because like I trust my team to where even if it's considered a bad character, I know my team. They can make any character good. I mean, you played Smash, you've seen how even some of the C tier characters in Smash, they'll still make it top on any bracket as long as the character actually knows, or the player knows what they're doing.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I get that a lot, and I'm curious to see what will come of this role swap here. I think it might be, I hate to say this out loud, but it could also be a little bit of cockiness having won the last 2 sets like we did. We might be looking to have a little fun here.
Yeah. I mean, we're also on Blade, and Blade currently is considered the worst. Like, Blade has a reduction to his self-heal, so Blade has an anti-heal when he has one of his abilities active. It's where he goes full melee. He also has self-healing when he hits with melee. His healing reduction to himself is affected by his own self-healing. So he has like I think a 63% reduced self-healing from his own self-healing.
Right.
So like he has his base self-healing. Magic may not be the best hero to play with him anymore. That's a good point. It seems like we are playing Magic into Namor team up. So that's what I'm saying. Like we're probably playing not the best team up, and we're also going in with Blade, but they're holding pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a choke point by any means, but it's also not the best. Oh, that was a nice
That was a good
dump
trade. Yeah.
What happened? He activates his ult, and with Magneto, he absorbs whatever projectiles come into that zone when he ults. So he actually ulted in front of the Hela, so she fed his ult. Because if it's near the max before it blows up, it'll do the maximum amount of damage when you throw it. So he actually ate the ult. And then guys, our team's having fun in there.
Goofballs and bunch of goofballs in a room, man. Oh wow.
So he eats the ult to power it up, then he throws it at their backline where their supports are. So that was a pretty nice play there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like we're still holding. Seems like we had mine swapped to Namor. I wonder if that means we're gonna have maybe Alex swap to Hela and someone else swap to support? Or Echo the Goat. Sorry, I keep. Oh, this match is getting really interesting.
Yeah.
This is new tactics. Like this is some gameplay that we've not really done much as a team. We've only talked about. So it seems like this lineup is really interesting to me.
Yeah. I'm not even sure. This is very interesting. This is very different from the gameplay we've seen the last couple of games.
Which is, it's good to try new things.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I have no idea what's going on.
Well, when you're up this far, it's good to kind of test something out. You have a little bit of wiggle room, but I don't know what to say about it because I've never seen it before. This is very interesting.
Rev on Emma, which is normal. Rev's played some Emma in some of our matches, but it's just with the Blade and Mind on Namor. Like we have Plug on Blade, and then we have Mind on Namor, which is 2 picks that like you see. I've seen Mind play some DPS here and there, but normally he just plays Magic.
Right.
I've not really seen him on Namor much. Thinking it could just be another situation of me not really like paying attention to who plays what. I just focus on like, hey, we have these characters, this is what I'm gonna play.
Right.
But you see Rev in there doing his due diligence as Emma, stopping ults and playing game. A double mag ult. Okay. Seems like their mag keeps shielding perfectly. What he's doing is you can feed Matt one of his abilities if you shoot a shield. So what happened is Emma is using one of her abilities that lets her damage people without having to actually shoot their body. It shoots that little floating icon that pops up.
Oh yeah.
So the mag is shielding the person, but all that damage is going into the shield, not the person.
Right.
So it's some pretty clean. Oh, they were stopping it. I was wondering why they ulted there. They were stopping an overtime touch.
Oh man.
But it seems like it's a team up I'm not used to, I guess, as a team doing, but working out.
Yeah.
You'll need a
Maybe we're gonna
top-notch team.
maybe if we're gonna swap it or keep it.
I'm not sure. It did look like that round went to East Central.
Yes, it did. Because East Central was defending there.
Yeah.
Why is my Spider-Man and Black Widow? There's trying new things and then there's throwing.
No, surely they've got something up their sleeve, or they could just be goofing. But I'd like to believe that they've got something up their sleeve.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
We thought you were a goner after the vampires caught us by the Queensboro Bridge.
Oh, me too. You'll never guess who showed up.
Let's say Plug is one of my teammates who I've unfortunately not played with much because our class times and practice times are so different. But I try my best to get in there and actually practice with everyone. We've yet to actually, me and him have there's been a few people who I've hit up and like, hey, let's practice some rivals. But for Plug, I actually do not know many of his mains because it's just it's with how different our class times are. It's
Right.
probably, like I said, to get in and play. But it seems like he does know the Spider-Man combos, and he is doing the downward punch, which is a pretty strong move. But I have no idea how viable that is. Seems mine swaps to Angela, which is an off tank. But that does give Rev a really good team up with Thor, because he gets access to the weapon from her armory. Ooh, Rev went in and
Wow.
the lead
Yikes.
did.
That's unfortunate.
Seems like chat kind of agrees Spider-Man can be a good character, but for this map, it's just like it's kind of funny to me. Spider-Man is from Brooklyn, like he's made to be in the city, but now that he's in the city map for kind of the maps that he's not the best on, he's just how his web swing works. If you've seen the Spider-Man games, his web swing, it's not a long dash like that.
Right.
It's more of a quick zip around the buildings type of situation, but there's not many maps that are closer in height like this.
Right.
Black Widow gets no love.
Yeah.
Listen, Black Widow, I play Black Widow. She can be good. It's just most of the people who came to play Black Widow were the people in Overwatch who were good, who were horrible at I think it was Widowmaker? Was that her name?
Widowmaker's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was people who were not good at Widowmaker and Overwatch came to Rivals, because Rivals is a little bit easier than Overwatch when it comes to they're having fun in there.
They are having a hoop.
But I was one of those people, I'm gonna admit. I stopped trying to play Widow in Overwatch, but I play Black Widow in Rivals. So like I understand how good she can be, but it's a situation where I've never seen either of these two practice Spider-Man or Black Widow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen any, like, a rev back on Mag, which I think was what we needed. But I love the team having fun, but let's have fun at a later date. It's almost 8 o'clock. I want to go to bed.
In spite of the interesting team composition, it looks like we're still doing rather well.
And like we just have to push up a little bit more, and if we get past where they were able to push,
Yeah.
then we win. And
We have plenty of time to do so.
Yeah, we have 3 minutes to get like 25 meters,
Yeah.
something like that. We'll go around 30.
Yeah. No, this is definitely very doable.
And you know, oh, just barely misses.
That's unfortunate, truly.
Oh, don't feed it, don't feed it. Ooh. The fact that I'm surprised that Bucky is not a constant ban through most teams, because the thing with Bucky is he is such a strong character, and it seems like there we got the win,
Man, you love to see it.
which I believe that should solidify the win for ECU today.
Yeah, that is the end of set 3, which would put East Central the victor of this game. MVP for that round is going to go to plug on Spider-Man, which I think is really funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
Which I mean, yeah, he did pretty good. 16k damage, 24 kills, 13 final hits. He did pretty good. So I'm guessing he's a really good Spider-Man player. It just we've not had the time to practice together enough for me to actually see it. But
Right. Well, thanks for tuning into us on this rival stream. Congrats to your East Central Tigers on that victory against UAM. It's a great match, great gameplay, as always, from the Rivals team. I love all the chances I get to watch Rivals because it's a really fun game.
so yeah, I'm thinking next time we stream some Rivals, I'll be starting us off, and you'll be able to. I've talked a big game these past 2 streams, so
Right.
I think next time I'll be able to get in there and get some game time in. And
We'll be looking out for you, and maybe maybe by the next time I stream Rivals, I will have actually played some Rivals, and I'll be able to talk a little bit more instead of letting you explain the game while I sit here and act foolish.
No, it's fine. I love being here, man. It's one of the more enjoyable things of hanging out this late on campus.
Well, thanks for joining, and congrats on your team's victory, man. And thank you to everybody who joined the stream. We will catch you in the next one.